The financial story behind World War II that history class skipped. World War II is usually explained with familiar words. Dictators, ideology, invasion, hatred. But history class skipped something crucial. Before the tanks rolled in, before the bombs fell, before the world was at war, the global economy had already collapsed. This war wasn't born only from ideology. It was born from debt, financial punishment, and economic desperation. This is the financial story behind World War II. The part textbooks rarely explain. Part 1. The economic ruins after World War I. After World War I, Europe was broke. But one country was financially destroyed. Germany. The Treaty of Versailles forced Germany to pay massive reparations, sums so large they were almost impossible to repay. To cover these costs, Germany printed money. The result? One of the worst cases of hyperinflation in human history. Money became worthless. Savings evaporated overnight. Middle-class families were wiped out. This wasn't just economic pain, it was social collapse. And economic humiliation breeds anger. Part 2. The Great Depression makes everything worse. Just as Germany struggled to recover, the Great Depression hit. Global trade collapsed. Factories shut down. Unemployment exploded. Germany depended heavily on American loans to survive. When US banks pulled their money back, Germany's economy imploded again. Millions were unemployed. Businesses failed. Hunger spread. Democracy didn't fail because people hated freedom. It failed because the economy failed first. In times of desperation, people don't vote for patience. They vote for promises. Part 3. Economic promises create political monsters. One political movement offered simple solutions. Jobs through rearmament. Growth through expansion. Stability through control. War, they argued, would create employment, stimulate industry, secure resources, restore national pride. And economically it worked, at first. Military spending revived factories. Infrastructure projects absorbed unemployment. But it was artificial growth. An economy fueled by war must eventually consume territory, labor, and resources. Peace was financially unsustainable. Expansion became mandatory. Part 4. Japan and the Economics of Empire. Germany wasn't alone. Japan faced its own economic crisis. It lacked oil, steel, food resources. As global trade tightened, Japan was cut off from critical supplies. The solution: control resources directly. Manchuria, China, Southeast Asia. Japanese expansion wasn't only military ambition. It was resource survival economics. When economies depend on imports, war becomes a way to remove dependence. Part 5. War as economic strategy. World War II wasn't just a clash of armies. It was a clash of economic systems. Industrial capacity mattered more than ideology. Factories mattered more than speeches. The Allies eventually won not just because of bravery, but because they could outproduce, outspend, and outsupply their enemies. Tanks, planes, ships, food. Wars are won by balance sheets as much as battlefields. Part 6. The real cost of the war. World War II didn't fix the global economy. It destroyed it. Cities were flattened. Debt exploded. Entire generations were lost. But something changed. Leaders finally understood one lesson. Punishing economies creates future wars. That realization led to debt forgiveness, economic cooperation, global financial institutions, not out of kindness, but out of fear.